Не могу найти.
Окей. Thirst. Thirst. Пишется. Сейчас в чат сюда напишу. Thirst. Это жажда. А как сказать хотеть пить? Ну или испытывать жажду, да? Ну, хотеть пить. Я хочу пить.
I want drink.
Yes. Вот с этим словом обычно говорят, то есть обычно они говорят по-другому, то есть вот с этим словом жажда. Я имею жажду, буквально. Я имею жажду. Или я как бы жаждущий.
Have thirst.
I'm thirsty. To be thirsty. То есть, например, I am thirsty. А если он хочет пить?
He is thirsty.
He is thirsty. Да, то есть вот он жаждущий буквально, или я жаждущий, да, вот так. Ага. Осознавать или понимать что-то?
Understanding.
Understand. Да, и еще одно слово на букву R, синоним. Осознавать больше. Осознавать. То есть, например, я осознал, понял что-то. На букву R.
Realize.
Realize. Колодец.
Колодец — это... Well — это родник.
Нет, well это колодец.
Да? Это и колодец?
Да, well это и есть колодец. Well это колодец. Да, то есть они пришли к колодцу там, да, в этой главе, как раз к колодцу, не к роднику. Они именно пришли к колодцу, там, ну, да, мы посмотрим. Короче, well это колодец. Наугад.
Random.
Ну да, можно сказать, нет, это скорее случайным образом, да, random, а вот наугад, там было то есть идти наугад к колодцу по пустыне.
Не помню, честно.
Ну, почти так, то есть еще предлог там, сейчас вот я тут тоже в чат напишу, at random, то есть random, это как бы, ну, то есть наугад как наречие, да, то есть идти куда-то наугад, например, at random, как они шли наугад. Так, усталый.
Tired.
Тишина.
Silence.
Прятать.
Hide.
Да.
Hit, может, какой-нибудь?
Да.
Hide.
И третье.
Hide, hit. То есть там, нет?
Спрятанный. Вот, hidden.
Hidden, да.
Hide, hidden. Хрупкий.
Fragile.
Невидимый.
I.
Invisible. Деревня.
Invisible. Деревня — это village. Как-то так.
Да, village. Слепой.
Слепой. Не помню.
Blind.
Точно.
Blind. Справедливый. Там только было несправедливый.
Fair.
Это несправедливо. Fair. Да, fair. Справедливо или справедливый, unfair – несправедливый. Грустить и грусть. То есть глагол.
Sadly. Sad.
Как?
Sadly sad.
Sad печальный, да, а грустить глагол. На букву G.
Ну,
Сейчас напишу. Ну, сложное такое, ну, немножко посложнее слово. Grieve. Grieve, а грусть существительное будет grief. Вот так. Grief.
Сейчас запишу.
Grieve и grief. Okay. Thank you for your answers. So, we have 2 chapters together.
Mhm.
The little prince and the pilot are together in the desert within about a week, 7 or 8 days. And the pilot had no water, so he drank all the water he had, and there was a danger to die of thirst in the desert. So what did the little prince think about that? The pilot was very afraid of that there is a danger to die. And what did the little prince think about that? What did he think about that danger to die in the desert?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Yulia. I haven't noticed you're here. So sorry. Hello.
Okay. He said that I think he really don't understand of the dying. What does it mean, the dying? But he said that it's really good to have a friend, and if he dying, it's not good, but good to have a friend.
Yes. So it seemed that he was not so afraid of dying, but he had some other reasons to be happy, that he had a friend, and even a danger of dying was not afraid. So he was not afraid of that danger because he had some other reasons to be happy. Okay, and how did then the little prince offered, or he requested a pilot to go and to look for a well, to look for some water. So how did the pilot react to the little prince's offer to find a well in the desert? How did he react? Do you remember? How did he react?
Agreed with him, and they go to find some well.
Yes, so he agreed, but before that, he finally agreed, yes, but before that, he said, how can we go somewhere at random and find a desert, find a well? So he was hesitating to go somewhere at random because there was a desert, and to go somewhere at random, that was really strange for the pilot. And for the little prince, it was easy, just go and find a well. So imagine you're in the desert or in the forest, and you have to find a way out. And what are your feelings? So how can you go somewhere without knowing where to go? How can you go somewhere at random? So there was, he was, at first he was hesitating. How can we go somewhere? We don't know where to go. We don't know the way. But the little prince had a different attitude. He was very easy, just go and find. Yes, and finally the pilot agreed with him. So when the pilot asked the little prince if he was thirsty, what did he answer? When the pilot asked the little prince if the little prince was thirsty, what did the prince answer?
He answered what the heart
Yeah.
maybe can be thirsty. So
Yes. Even our heart needs some water, and it can be thirsty. And how would you explain his answer? How would you explain his words? What does it
so
mean?
how I understand, the little prince mess his rose, and he mean what he miss,
Mm-hmm.
and he feel pain in his heart, and this is thirst. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yulia, what do you think about this answer of the little prince? So the pilot was very thirsty. He wanted to drink. He wanted to have some water. But when he looked at the little prince was very easy, happy, and just wanted to go. And the pilot couldn't understand. Maybe he's not thirsty. He's not hungry. He's not thirsty. He doesn't just feel this emotions, or so he doesn't know what is to be thirsty. And when he answered, the little prince said, "Our heart needs some water." How do you understand this idea of the little prince?
he the pilot said that the little prince don't know what does it mean to be thirsty or hungry. Only little sunshine, and he's happy.
Yeah.
But about heart, I think the pilot said about physical sense of human. But Little Prince thought about emotions. He remembered his rose and was sad, some maybe of letting her alone, and he wanted to see her, because here on the planet, on the earth, he understands about friendship, about meeting somebody or something, and his thoughts about this changed. So
Okay.
water to heart is a feeling, I think. Feelings.
Some feelings. And so why did he say these words to the pilot? The heart needs some water as well, or the water is good for the heart sometimes, he said. So maybe the pilot was thirsty, and therefore he was feeling afraid. He was feeling danger. He was realizing the danger. And the little prince was thirsty as well, but his emotions were different. So his heart was not thirsty, but the pilot's heart was thirsty at that moment. These are different, how to say, attitude to the situation. So we have the same in our life. I think it is very similar to our life. When something bad happens, some bad situations in our life, for example, somebody of our relatives becomes ill, or maybe we had some bad situation, and initially, what are our thinking? What are our ideas? What we are thinking about first? So, like the pilot, that we are in danger. We have to find water somewhere. We don't have any water, and so it's very dangerous for us, and we are gonna die. He said to the little prince. And the little prince had the different attitude. So his heart was very calm. He was not afraid. He was happy. But he was in the same situation. He was going to die of thirst. He was in the desert as well. And I think these are two different attitudes to the situation. And the pilot's heart needed some water. He needed some another attitude to the situation, to this dangerous situation. But the little prince's heart was happy and was not thirsty. His body was thirsty, but his heart was not. And this is what we see in this dangerous situation for them both. And the little prince offers the pilot not to be afraid of the situation of the desert, of dying, but he offered him to go and find some water, do something. He was very easy in this case. Okay, let's see what happened next. So after the night fell, they were sitting and talking to each other. They were tired. They just sat down and looked at the stars, at the sand. And what makes the stars and the sand of the desert beautiful? They were looking at the stars, at the sand dunes, and saw them very beautiful. And what makes them beautiful?
I think
Yeah.
I but remember this is chess, but
This
how I
part?
yes, but how I understand this is the pilot see the stars beautiful because this is something what he see before he die, or yeah.
Sorry, I didn't understand. Before what?
Ну, до того, как, типа, он умрет. Ну, то есть он шел, и он думал, что он умрет. И поэтому he see that like beautiful, like something different what he see before the time.
Okay. Yes. So the little prince looked at the stars, and he remembered that somewhere on one planet, on his own planet, there is a rose. And therefore he said that the stars are very beautiful because there is a rose somewhere on the star. And why the desert is beautiful?
The desert is beautiful because it hides somewhere a well.
Yes, because there is a well somewhere in the desert.
Yes.
There is a water somewhere in the desert, and therefore it is beautiful. So now we don't see the water. They didn't see the water with their eyes, but the beauty is invisible for the eyes. Invisible for the
Yes.
eyes. The eyes are blind, it is said. So we can't see the beauty with our eyes. And therefore, the pilot realized the words of the fox that only with our heart we can see the beauty of somebody or something, and the eyes are blind. Okay, the question number 5. What was the pilot thinking about while he was looking at the sleeping little prince? And what moved him about the little prince? Moved means touched. So what touched the pilot, or what moved the pilot about the little prince while he was looking at him, at the sleeping little prince? What he was thinking about.
It seemed to him that the little prince was a very fragile treasure.
Fragile.
Fragile treasure.
Yes.
He looked at him and saw his pale skin, his closed eyes, his locks of hair, and said to himself, he's nothing but a shell.
Yeah.
What is more important, it is invisible.
It is hidden somewhere inside.
Yes.
The little prince. Yes, there was just a shell. His beautiful eyes, his beautiful forehead, his beautiful hair, but it was just the shell. And we can't see the flame of the lamp, because it is somewhere hidden. And we should just defend this flame, because the wind can blow and just take it away. And we have to defend and protect this flame that is hidden inside each other. Yes, and so the pilot realized what the fox was talking about, the little princess friend, that we can't see with our eyes what is hidden inside. And that is about, I think, relations between us. That is about what we see in other people, because we can see only the shell. But if we have relations between each other, only after that we can see what is hidden inside this flame. This what we can see it only with our heart, not with our eyes, because the eyes are blind. Yes, and what is the main idea of the first of these 2 chapters, of the first, of the 24th chapter? How would you just summarize the main idea of the chapter for you? What was it about?
So I feel something good and something different, because the little prince something don't speak. What's his secret? What will be in the next chapter? I'm scared.
Okay. Yes, so you're afraid of the future.
Yeah.
And maybe your heart needs some water.
Yeah.
You're afraid. Yes. So, okay. And Yulia, what about you? How would you summarize the idea of the chapter?
The idea of this chapter is about enjoy the moment, look at the nearest things by your heart, and everything is important. I think. So
Yes.
emotions at first and thoughts, and if somebody needs your help, you need to help maybe.
Yes.
And it is very important to understand each other, to see what is the hidden things in it, in their deep.
Hidden.
Hidden, yes.
Hidden. Okay. Hidden things. Yes, what is hidden inside. Yes. Okay, thank you. And for me, just there is one moment about the pilot that I have realized, I have noticed in this chapter, that what the pilot was trying to do, what was his purpose? So what he was doing? What do you think?
He tried to repair his plane.
And what for? Why? Why he wanted to repair his airplane, his engine?
Because he wanted to return to his home and to survive in the desert.
Yes, he wanted to escape from the desert because there is a danger to die of thirst. And he
Yes.
wanted to repair his plane and escape from the desert. And the little prince in this chapter, he offers the pilot just leave the engine and go away and find the well. So that is a very important moment for the pilot. He is in danger in the desert. He tries to repair the engine. He doesn't have any water. And now he had to make a decision just to leave it and to so stop escaping from the danger, but interact with the desert, find a water, find the well in the desert. So stop escaping and start interacting with the desert, with the danger, with the situation that he was, so that he found himself in. And that is a very interesting moment, but it is very difficult thing to do. Because in our life, when we are in some dangerous situation, we're trying to escape from the situation. We're trying to solve the situation and to stop it. But what the little prince is offering, he offers to water the heart, so to be happy in the situation and interact with it. And it is very wise, I would say, but very difficult to do it in our just real situation that we have in our life. And for me, that is the main idea, that the pilot decided leave the airplane, leave the engine, and go at random, go somewhere and trying to explore the desert, trying to interact with the desert. And finally, he even liked the desert, the sand, the moonlight on the sand, and he just loved this desert. But it was dangerous for him, but he loved it. And it is very, I would say, some philosophy, but very interesting things in this book. Okay, let's go further, and we have the next chapter. So finally, they found the well. So please describe what they found. What was this well like?
they found very interesting well because it's not similar like other wells in the desert. It's not a hole from the sand on the sand. It was look like people made somewhere in the village maybe.
Yeah.
And it was ready made. It has a basket and a rope.
Bucket, yes. Basket, yeah. It is корзина, да? А bucket, ведро. Bucket.
We have a bucket and a rope and the pulley.
Pulley, yeah.
So everything is ready. And when the little prince started to use it, the pulley was singing.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Tatiana, would you can you add anything to the description of the well? What it was? So I have a picture here. I think we see here a bucket, a rope, and a pulley. So pulley is, I don't know how to say it in Russian. So this thing, what you just, how to say it? Вот это вот штука.
Ведро?
Нет, это не ведро, это вот штучка, которую вот, ну, как это? В общем, короче, вот даже не знаю, как это на русском, как это называется.
Рычаг.
Рычаг какой-то, да, какой-то рычаг. Вот. То есть, да. Okay, so the well was very strange for the pilot, and even he thought that he was dreaming. То есть ему это снится, да, he was dreaming. Yeah. And so the pilot gave the water to the little prince, and when he was pulling this pulley, it was singing. Yes, the sound was like a song. Oh, what do you think? Why they thought the sound, it was like the song for them? Why it was singing for them?
Because they really wanted to drink. They have thirst, and it was like как бы награда.
A reward.
It was like reward, yes, for them,
yes.
for their looking, yes. And at this moment, they understand what they're looking for.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely, I agree with that, with you. And so the sound was like a song for them because they were so looking for this well for so many hours. They were going and going, and finally they found what they were looking for. And the question number 8, the pilot said, I understood what he'd been looking for about the little prince. What was it? Why the water from the well was more than merely a drink for the little prince and for the pilot. And why the pilot remembers the Christmas present in the childhood.
Because in the water was some like shimmer, and this was a very shine.
Yeah.
And pilot remember how the present for Christmas shine like that. So
yes, so the Christmas lights, and like the water glitters and shimmers, and the same lights in the water. And for him it was like the Christmas, yes, the Christmas present. And what made the present for Christmas so precious for the child, for the pilot when he was a child? What made it so precious for him?
I think because the child very waiting the present for Christmas. This is something very surprised. So
Yes. All these smiles of people, all these Christmas lights, all this atmosphere made the present so precious, and the child is looking for the present, is waiting for the present, and it made the present very precious for him. And the same for the water. So they received the present, they received the reward, good word. They had a reward, and therefore it was very precious for them. Yes. And the question number 9: what did the little prince recommend to the people from the planet Earth? What did he recommend to the people from the planet Earth? And they said, he said, the people from your planet, they have thousands of roses in their gardens, but they don't know what they are looking for. And he recommended something for the people from the planet Earth.
He said that their eyes are blind, and everybody must look with the heart.
Yes, he said that, but not only that, he recommended. So he said there are thousands of roses, and the people don't know what they are looking for. Because they have thousands of things, thousands of roses, thousands of different things. Of course, roses is just an imagery. And people on the planet Earth, they want to have more and more. More roses, more shoes, I don't know, more books, more and more and more. More things, more friends, and more everything. But the little prince said that so I would recommend to the people from your planet to find what they're looking for in only one rose, in only one friend. So we can find what we're looking for in only one something. Not exactly we have to find something more. That was his recommendation. We can find the quote, I think. So find. So people where you live grow 5,000 roses in one garden, yet they don't find what they're looking for. And yet what they're looking for could be found in a single rose or a little water. Eyes are blind. You have to look with the heart. Yes, he said. So
sorry, I need to go.
Yes,
Thank you for lesson. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Me too. Okay. Bye-bye, Tatiana.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Number 10. Question number 10. What is the final drawing which the little prince requests from the pilot?
Yes, he said that after drinking water, they remind to the pilot that he must keep his promise. He must give him a muzzle for a ship.
Yes.
Because
yes.
he asked about this because he remembered of his wrath and was frightened of a sheep which can eat it, and so
Yes.
he reminded about muzzle for this, for the
Yes, exactly. He realized that we're responsible for those we tamed. No?
Yes.
We're responsible for those we tamed. Yeah, and he asked him to draw a muzzle. What did the pilot discover about the little prince? I forgot what I meant here. Okay, let's skip this question. I forgot. What did the pilot discover about the little prince? Okay, I forgot what I meant here. What did he feel when... Yes, the little prince blushed. So the pilot and the little prince were talking to each other, and so he discovered that the little prince is around 1 year on the planet Earth. He thought that he just landed a week ago, but he discovered that he's around a year on the planet Earth. And what did he feel? What were his feelings about that? That the little prince is so long on the planet.
He asked him why he was coming here, and it was an anniversary
Yes.
of
Yes.
his being on the planet Earth. And at first he landed at this place, so he came back here. For anniversary, it was very important to him because it was the start of his traveling on this planet, and remembered him of his own planet, of the rose and volcanoes and baobabs. So it was important moment.
Right. Yes, and he was very annoyed, and he felt very afraid of something, but he didn't know what he was afraid of. So he just had some feelings of he was sad and felt very afraid, and he didn't know why. That was the end of the chapter. And can you please summarize the main idea of the chapter number 25 for you? What was the main thing that you liked best in this chapter, or the main idea?
Okay, I would say like this, that if you have some trouble in some case or working or something like that, you need to stop and look at the other glance for this problem. And after that you can return to work and with a flash glance.
Yes.
So
To have some...
something is changing when you stopped and looked. Not only doing something what you need. Sometimes you stop and look and think about it. It was like this well, water in the desert. Как свежий глоток воздуха, да?
Yes, fresh air.
Fresh air.
Yeah. To look differently at the situation, and so feel calm, feel happy, make your heart not be thirsty. So think about not the body or not solving the problem, but about your inner feelings, inner emotions that are inside about your heart. So your heart must not be thirsty. That is the main thing for you in this troublesome situation, this dangerous situation.
Yes.
Think about your heart. Yes, and also I agree with you, and also I liked the idea of this presence of this well they found. So really in our modern society, people do different things. They have a lot of information, a lot of anything, food, things, everything they have. But they still don't know what they are looking for. But you can find what you are looking for just in some things, in some people. You don't have to have a lot of friends in your social media, but you can have only one friend, but you can have this good feelings of the friendship with only one person. And so like this Christmas presents, or like this water from the well in the desert, you can be satisfied with this well in the desert, or with only one friend that was the fox for the little prince, and we can be satisfied with that. And I remembered about the end of the chapter. The pilot felt like he was going to cry for the little prince. Maybe he was going to leave. He understood that, and he felt even some tears inside, and he said, you should be ready to have tears when you tamed somebody. Okay, sorry. And so sometimes we can feel pain when we have relations with other people who we tamed.
Yes.
And that was the end of the chapter, and we will see what is going to happen next. But I think maybe, I don't know when our next meeting will happen, because I'm going to leave for the vacations today, and so I will just write in the chat, and we'll see what will be the next time. Okay, thank you, Julia.
Chapters, I think.
Sorry?
There are 2 chapters last.
Yes, there are 2 chapters left, and number 26 and 27. I think we will have them together, but I want to finish this book, not to leave it unfinished. So I want to finish it. Okay, so have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for your discussion. Thank you for your ideas you shared with me. And see you next time for the next chapters. Okay, have a good day.
Have a good vacation.
Thank you very much. Thank you.